Now, us Bronco owners may not agree on everything. We may not agree on which engine is better, which model is the best, which offset that you should use on your wheels, or should you do spacers. But I think there's one thing that we can all agree on, and that is the interior lighting of a Bronco is absolutely sorry. Another thing that I think we can agree on is, while it's nice having the grab handles here and on the pillar, it would be really nice to have the and I did it again. I'm sorry. Grab handles up here in the traditional spot for off-road vehicles. Luckily for us, I found a company called Aigmux that solves both of these problems. Can you believe it? Let's go install these things and let's see how big of a difference this makes with the lighting of the interior of the Bronco. Come on. Easy enough. Oh, hey, good morning. Don't tell me you've never slept in your Bronco. Don't judge me. So this morning we're going to install the Aigmux grab handles with the integrated lights built into them. I think it's really going to make a big difference from the issue that we talked about last night before I went to sleep in the Bronco. But I guess first we need to order the product. Luckily for us, Aigmux has incredibly fast shipping. How fast, you ask? Pretty fast. Come on over and let's take a look at the product and see what it looks like. All right, first of all, we've got the thank you note from Aigmux. Next, the instruction manual. It's actually really nice. And we've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 grip handles with integrated lights. Next, we've got the 2 wiring harnesses that will connect the lights. We've got the control box that connects to the backlight, and finally the hardware. All right, now that we've taken the inventory, we know that everything's here. It's time to do step 1. Step 1, taking the top off. Hey, honey, would you mind helping me out real quick? Would you mind come taking the top off? No, of the Bronco, not your top. You know what? The FCC is never going to approve this video. I'll just do it myself. Sorry. All right, so before we install the first handle, and really all the handles you're going to do this, you want to do a little bit of prep work. First thing you want to do is you want to take one of these rubber washers, not the metal ones, stick it on one side, then take one of the nuts with the built-in washer, go ahead and start it. And you're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for the other side. Now again,
This is just for the front handles. In the back, you actually won't use these. So you might have an extra one of these. Don't let that throw you off. They just threw in a spare. For the back, you're actually just going to use these bolts. So let's go up to the front and let's get the first handles installed. All right, so first of all, we're going to install the driver's side front handle. This will be L1. To do this, the first thing we're going to need is a 5/16 socket wrench. Love when that happens. We're going to remove this bolt. Make sure you hold on to this because we're going to need it. Next thing we're going to do is that little setup that we made back there in the back. We're going to go ahead and put this in. Now the way to do this, put it in kind of at an angle, loop it around, and pull it up. Once you got it on this side, you're going to take that rubber washer, put it on there. That should prevent the thing from falling down. You're going to take the nuts with the built-in washers. We're going to go ahead and put those on. If it gets kind of tight, don't worry. Aigmux provides this tool to help you get it down. Now, before you get it too snug, what I suggest doing is putting this on and making sure that you are able to line that bottom hole up with that screw that we took out, because otherwise, if it's too tight and you've kind of got it, there is some play in this. If you've got it too tight and you can't line it up, that's the reason why. So just want to make sure that these line up. Then you want to take the metal washers and nut, place them on. And for now, I suggest just hand tightening them. You still want to have a little bit of play in there so we can move things around until we're done. Then we'll go back and tighten everything up. Now, I'm not going to show you the passenger side because it's exactly the same. For the back, we're going to be using L2. And again, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. We're just going to remove this bolt. The difference is we don't need to place the tools in there because there's already threaded. So we're just going to be using the nut. It's even easier. Just place those in. Hand tighten for now. And let's do the other side. All right, now that we've got the handles installed, not tightened all the way, we're going to want to make sure to loosen this bolt, and this bolt. So that'll be a total of 5 bolts that's holding on the plastic here that's guarding your airbags. Now we're going to loosen them. We're not going to completely remove them. Okay, again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so our next step is going to be to connect the wires. Good thing is you have 2 sets of wires. Doesn't matter which side you put them on, they're exactly the same. The only thing you want to make sure of is that you have the end piece that's going to connect to the power source at the back, and the 2 connectors that are connecting to the lights up front. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, a little tip, there's a hole in both of the tops of these grips. I found that you can place the connector down through there, which kind of puts them out at a good position to connect them underneath. I would suggest connecting them first. Sorry, y'all, got a little distraction over here. Remember that thing that we talked about earlier that got me in trouble? Well, now she's doing it trying to distract me, and it's working. Now, once you have them connected, we're gonna go ahead and tuck the wires. All you need for it is a trim tool. If you don't have a trim tool, which I suggest getting some, they're very inexpensive. You can use a flathead screwdriver. You just might scratch the metal or the paint, but again, you're not really gonna see this anyway. So let's go ahead and run these wires, get them tucked in, and then we'll move on to the next step. We're doing it again. Remember the joke about taking the top off? Top's off. In more ways than one. I'm not complaining. I'll point out, this is the reason why you want to have these bolts loosened, not taken all the way off, just to make it easier to tuck these wires. All right, so the next step is, whether if you've got the factory light or you've already replaced with a upgraded light like this one, we're just going to remove this down, pull the plug out. Then we're going to take the adapter that we got, plug it in until it clicks, plug it into your light, again, whichever light that you're using. Lights are on, that's a good sign. Then the harnesses that we ran from the driver and passenger side, you're going to make sure that you're tucking them in as well. Fish them through the hole, like so. Make sure that you do this, that you don't connect them on the outside or you'll see the wires. And then we're simply just going to connect these again. Doesn't matter which side. Then you test it. And they're all working. All we're gonna do now is just put this back up inside. Then we're pretty much done. Voila, it's on, lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on. All right, now let's just clean everything up, tighten all the bolts, and we'll wrap this up. While you're doing this, just make sure that your wires are still tucked in and that you're not squeezing them or pinching them. Don't forget to tighten the handles.
Strobe lights, flashlights, spotlight every night.
All right, so that's the full install. I gotta be honest with you, that was really easy. Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10 of difficultness, I would give that about a 3. I think really anybody could do that, and it's gonna make a major impact. I can't wait to see it at night. So, I guess that's all that's left to do is come back at the nighttime and see really what this thing looks like. Again, big shout out to Aigmux. Really, really love the quality, love the feel, love the look. See what this thing looks like at night. Wow. Are you kidding me? Look at this difference. Look at how bright this interior of this Bronco is. It's incredible. Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding. These Aigmux lights with handles included are incredible. If you like what you see and you want to pick up this pair, I'll put the link in the description. Definitely highly recommend these. What else can I say? This video's over.